Welcome back to Narcissist Unmasked. Today, we're going to explore a topic that gets to the heart of what truly unsettles a narcissist. On the outside, they may seem confident and untouchable, but beneath that mask, there are things that terrify them. Let's dive into the 7 biggest fears a narcissist has, and what these fears reveal about their true nature. First on our list is the fear of exposure. Narcissists thrive on their ability to create and maintain an image. They craft a persona designed to impress, manipulate, or control those around them. But if someone sees through this facade and exposes who they really are, it terrifies them. The thought that others could realize their flaws, insecurities, or even the manipulative tactics they use to gain control is a nightmare scenario. Exposure threatens their control over others and reveals them as fragile, rather than the powerful figure they pretend to be. Rejection is something a narcissist simply cannot handle. They crave admiration and validation and depend on the people around them to feed their ego. When someone they value rejects them, it destabilizes their entire sense of self. They experience rejection as a direct blow to their worth, and this lack of control over how others see them is deeply unsettling. They'll do everything possible to avoid rejection, including manipulating people into staying or putting on a charm offensive to win back those who pull away. One of the most potent tools you have against a narcissist is to ignore them. Narcissists need attention as much as they need oxygen. When someone withholds that attention, it creates a vacuum that makes them feel irrelevant and insignificant. For a narcissist, being ignored means losing control and power, as they can no longer influence or manipulate. This narcissistic injury, as it's often called, can make them spiral into rage, panic, or depression. Fear of losing control. Narcissists live for control. Whether it's over their relationships, their work environment, or even how others view them, they want things to go exactly their way. Losing control means that someone else could have the upper hand, and this disrupts the order they've carefully crafted to benefit themselves. It leaves them vulnerable, open to challenges, and ultimately forces them to confront their own inadequacies. Fear of criticism. Criticism, even if it's constructive, can be incredibly frightening for a narcissist. They have a fragile sense of self that's heavily dependent on positive reinforcement. When faced with criticism, they see it as an attack on their worth, and it triggers a deep-seated insecurity they work hard to hide. Often they'll react with defensiveness, dismissing the critique or attacking the person offering it. But deep down, they fear that these criticisms are true, and that fear shakes them to their core. Fear of abandonment. Behind the bravado, narcissists have a profound fear of abandonment. They see the people around them as extensions of their own identity, sources of admiration, validation, and control. When someone leaves them, it feels like a personal attack and threatens their entire self-image. They may become frantic, manipulative, or even desperate to stop the person from leaving. Their need to be the center of someone's world means they're terrified of being truly left alone, without anyone to fuel their ego. Fear of irrelevance. Lastly, narcissists fear irrelevance. They need to feel important and, in many cases, superior to those around them. This sense of importance often masks a deep insecurity. If they're not the center of attention or are seen as ordinary rather than exceptional, they're left with nothing to prop up their fragile self-worth. This fear of irrelevance can drive narcissists to extremes. They may start pushing boundaries, seeking out new ways to gain attention, or even lashing out to reassert their significance. So, there you have it. These 7 fears are often hidden behind a narcissist's facade, but they are very real and shape much of their behavior. By understanding what a narcissist fears, you can better protect yourself from manipulation and take back control in your interactions. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video from Narcissist Unmasked.